Matt Reeves, the director of Batman, has provided some interesting observations from his early screenings of the film. The film adaptation of Gotham's Knight is just a few days away. The initial impressions of Matt Reeves' Batman revamp are promising. With the past several big-screen Batman movies receiving mixed reviews and having production troubles, Warner Brothers decided to do a standalone reboot, giving Reeves the mantle of the character and all the responsibility that comes with it. Fans have grown to demand a gritty, visceral picture of Gotham, as well as razor-sharp dialogue and narrative, from the studios, who want something family-friendly. That strain was shared by Pattinson, who wasn't a fan favorite for the role at first, but both Reeves and Pattinson have definitely taken risks with this new project. In an interview, Reeves discusses the reactions to his remake that shocked and thrilled him. He was still editing when the screenings took place, so he hadn't cut the film as much as he wanted. The plot's intricacy was still debated, and Reeves wasn't convinced audiences would accept it without a sharper, clearer cut. He didn't expect the outcomes. Reeves' sophisticated detective plot captivated spectators more than the film's flashier elements like vehicle chases. He said, "The first version of this movie that I screened, the movie has a very ambitious, complex narrative. So, by the time we got to a place where we had to start testing, I was not all the way through the cut of the movie. There was so much of the movie yet to be touched and it was really long. I mean, not to say that the movie doesn't have length now, but it was longer than what I intended. I was terrified because I thought, oh my gosh, we're showing this, before I'm ready, to an audience, and in terms of a Batman movie, it's a very complex detective story narrative. Are they going to be able to follow anything? What I found actually, which was amazing, was how much they loved that aspect. That was the biggest relief. I was thinking, okay, why did I do this? Why did I decide to make this kind of story? And what the first test screening told me was the audience wanted this, that we had the Batmobile chases, we had all the things. You can't make a Batman movie without giving the baseline things that people want from a Batman movie. But I knew we were challenging the audience in this side of world's greatest detective side, because it was going to be a very complex narrative, and it turned out they loved that part of it. It was one of the things that tested best. So that part was a great thing to learn, which was that, actually, the audience would be excited about this version of the movie, and that only continued to get better as we continued to test. The world's greatest detective is garnering attention again. Choosing Dano as the Riddler ensured that the movie's major struggle is a cerebral one. Reeves stated early on in the project that he intended to revert to the hero's more intellectual, problem-solving side. In the trailers, Pattinson's Batman appears to be a more trusted ally to Detective Jim Gordon than the Dark Knight's Batman, who frequently left Gordon looking blankly. We can only hope that Reeves and Pattinson will offer a gripping, intriguing mystery with the Batman. That allows the Penguin and Carmine Falcone to brutally attack Batman, and for Catwoman to return on new terms.